All right. This is going to be weird, but we're doing a anime core redux, essentially, on eventually the first 5 games, because early quality, not the greatest, especially on the first 3.
Especially on my part, because we were attempting to record it through Discord. And for some reason, it is not very good at doing that. We swapped to a better function later on, where I recorded my voice separately and gave it to him as an MP3 file. And that really improved the quality way better.
It did, but it's weird. It's specifically my voice or my Discord recording. When he records via Discord, it's perfectly fine. So I bet it's my headphones or something. So we're back to the first Turnabout. The format will be a bit different. They'll all be 1 episode long. It's just going to be the whole case. So it's a redux. If you want the full thing, it's still on the channel, just in terrible quality. Oh no. Ketchup or jelly or something.
Blood.
Oh, I forgot about the thinker statue.
Ah, yes. I think this is you.
You don't want to spoil who the villain is. Oh, never mind. I have a plan. Someone like... I don't even know what his voice is going to be, actually. I'll make it look like he did it. I'm a maniacal villain.
I just love how they reveal who it is in the first thing in the first game so easily. Anyway.
Boy, am I nervous. I need to make him a little more chipper this time, because he's brand new to this, but also super nervous.
Right.
The return of the living Mia. It's been a while.
Been quite a while, actually. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor?
Wow, her eyes got pretty big for that one.
Yeah. You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. We made a lot of mean jokes about him as kids. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney, because he's so inept.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah. It's him.
Death, despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey. Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die!
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't!
Dude, she's like girlfriend number 43. You'll have, in the future, girlfriend number 73.
Oh, who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this?
I don't know, Larry, but the person controlling me might have an idea.
Oh, Nick, you're gonna tell me. Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Yeah, but we know that's false.
Yep.
A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
You are so happy to be him again. The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct doing this trial will decide the fate of your client.
Yes, if you fail, he will die.
Murder's a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
I don't think that's how court works. Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Ask them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Me, Your Honor.
Larry Butts.
Well, duh. Who else would it be? It's not Mia. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is the murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name?
Whew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait, I didn't do that. It's a tutorial. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Okay, I know that feeling.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this?
Okay, I love Mia's face.
Yeah, it's just like completely shocked.
She never shows these in the later ones. I guess death just stops the shock. Spoiler alert.
You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. Aw, she looks like she's doubting us.
Man, she's so well animated in this one, actually, now that I notice.
Yeah, in the future
Her
one, she's
expressions.
not. It's so dull then. I just forgot her. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cinder Block.
It is Cindy.
Cindy Stone.
Cindy Stone. A model.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me what was the cause of death. She died because she was...
She was
hit with a blunt object.
poisoned, Your Honor, by a blunt object. Specifically, that looks like the Thinker, which is also specifically a clock.
Yeah, which is very weird.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Yay.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Whoops. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well done. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial.
I hate tutorials.
That evidence is only ammunition. It's the only ammunition you have in court.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief? What do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
He will. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
He's actually twitching.
Yeah, I just noticed. He's actually twitching.
What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, he had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
Well, that's just mean.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
She was with another guy. Where's that proof?
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income.
Guess she didn't have big enough assets.
Oh, that's most certainly. I've looked over the assets in detail. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? Yes. Shut
We should
up.
probably stop him from answering this.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Dude, Nick, what you mean irrelevant?
Shut up.
That cheating she-dog. Why didn't you just say bitch? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead.
Because She-Dog is more child-friendly.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy. This is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Oh,
Well, did you or did you not?
well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Shut him up! I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Woof.
Oh no, he's gonna misinterpret that. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
Great.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. On the day of the murder, a witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowitz to the stand.
I just love these names.
Like, Sawit is obviously an Indian themed last name.
Yes, but
Frank is just
no,
like,
but it's saying Frank saw it.
oh my god, Frank saw. Oh my god, I just noticed.
I love these names they come up with.
And Mr. Sowitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Even though I didn't go inside, I'm magic like that. I went to a nearby park and found the public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran away was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Oh, this is...
Technically, yes.
No, depends on the phone.
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Noon to 6
Okay.
p.m. on the day of the crime.
Damn, that's a long-ass blackout.
Alright, right. This is it. The real deal.
Seriously, what do they teach him in law school if he doesn't know what a cross-examination is?
Definitely not enough, so I have to pick up the slack here.
At least you're alive, Chief. What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, you find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Alright, so we know the electricity was out from noon to 6. But how does he know what time it was?
That's true. Let's press.
Because she died between 4 and 5.
Oh,
Wait
right.
a second. I didn't even realize that until just now. I'm like, wait a second.
That's a huge discrepancy.
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. That's for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
That's a really good question.
That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies.
Yes, and then we get more testimonies about said lies. Well, you lied 3 times, but you'll tell the truth the 4th time, right?
Indeed, so I have time to enjoy this lobster.
You and the lobster.
See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Wait! I remember now! I just thought of it! Totally not lying. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television during a blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program.
Yeah, but it was a blackout.
That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I've got this one.
Yeah, because it was actually quite easy to see.
I mean, it is a tutorial. And we've done
Yeah.
this before. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Oh, there was a voice. It was probably the television. But
Yeah.
counteroffer. There was a blackout. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
Well, I was lying, Your Honor, but I promise I'll tell the truth this time.
Oh, okay then.
I mean, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. I didn't totally just make this up.
The court would prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. That and you seem rather distraught.
This is just how I am normally, Your Honor. It's a great exercise. Really works the, back? It must have been the shock of finding the body. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I, saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
How would you know that, though?
Which, this is apparently a clock.
Yep.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah! You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne?
as the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yes, because he didn't go
Yes,
into the
actually.
apartment. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment.
Yes.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of that blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I am more competent now than I am in future cases.
Oh yes, I can most certainly see that. It is quite thrilling.
Like, seriously, he's way more competent now. Whatever. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this?
Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Wow. Wow.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There is the thread of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
You claim the sound of it the witnesses heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound that Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply, if we just have it, make sound.
Yeah, just try sound the clock.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all. Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah,
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. Try talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Motivation, of course. While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't
that's
prove
easy.
that, you don't have a case.
Oh my god, he didn't say motivation. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Where's our Deus Ex Mia?
It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict.
Is that the word? Indict?
Yes, indict.
Indict the witness. This ends the cross-examination, Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Except you, Mr. Payne. You're good.
Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. And here we go.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Mia! I mean, Chief!
Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes.
Yeah, she was on. She went to the west coast of the USA.
No, she was in Paris.
I mean, that would make it 3 hours slow.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Maybe. Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
My attorney's
Passport.
badge, Your Honor. No.
The passport.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Ugh.
Oh no, my pole voice is... Nope, good, he just dies.
He just frosts at the mouth and collapses.
Order! Order, I say! This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Yay! We did it!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. Aw. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and bashed her over the head with it. Whew, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Until you die in like a week.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
Did she just give a nice smile?
Yes, you did.
She has so much more motive.
Yes, she really is.
I've never seen the chief looking this happy, and you'll never see her looking this happy again. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Ah, typical Larry. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
No, we still need you. You're comic relief in future episodes. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. You're a bad dog. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was you know what? Never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry.
Yes, you. I can practically see you in the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Mia,
You got the name
you
wrong.
know what you're doing.
I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Stop hitting on my boss.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Think about it. Does it show Mia in here? Oh, yeah, she's 27.
No.
I never really... We kind of forgot what her age was because it always just showed up deceased.
Yeah.
So she's 27... So she's 10 years older than Maya.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a decent age difference for her sisters.
Yeah, sometimes.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. No, you almost gave up. And then Mia saved the day.
Yeah, because she's the Mia ex machina.
Oh,
Deus
hey.
Ex Mia.
Yeah, no.
Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her.
Yeah, he's good with his hands.
Wow, that's actually impressive.
Made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this?
Which is impressive.
Yeah, that is actually quite impressive.
Wait, does that mean it's in his voice?
Oh my
I
god.
forgot.
Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
I was so into that chick. And then she was just playing me for a fool. Don't let this make you want to cry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she fought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
What the heck is she talking about?
The murder
The
weapon.
Thinker.
Yeah, because now we know he made them.
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive. You weren't just some chump to her.
What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she had traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It is a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick.
Oh yeah, when am I getting paid?
Yeah. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Wait, he can't afford me.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yes. Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Dun dun dun.
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.